So, for instance, if there's one of their a friend of a friend of a friend in the same community had these were teenagers. They were out late at night going swimming. They'd all drunk too much. They went swimming. They climbed over a fence into a community pool. They all swam, and then they, stagger back home very drunk, and they look around the room and go, "Where's Dan?" And they're like, "Whoa, where is he?" And they go back to the pool. There he is, dead under the water, having been swimming drunk, which if you lose your oxygen when you're drunk, your body doesn't say, wake up, get me up to the top of the pool. You just fall asleep under the pool and you're dead. And I would say I said that same thing to my kids. I think I got through to them. You need to remind them that they're gonna do really risky things, and that they should really think twice. So giving them a lot of examples, graphic examples of things that didn't go right and did go right. So, there's also the flip side, very positive things you can tell them about a kid that practiced something and went from a C student to an A student. There's a lot of things like that, but you have to make it a little bit concrete for them as you're giving them examples. It's very important. So I would use these unfortunately frequent things in your environment or on the news that come up all the time as teaching points for your kid. Addiction, of course, substance abuse is huge in this window. It's very easy for them to access drugs because of social media. And guess what? Addiction, they learn faster, their synapses grow faster. Well, addiction is a form of synaptic plasticity and learning, unfortunately, in your addiction circuits. So a teenage brain uses every brain uses the same molecular processes to become addicted as it does to learn a vocabulary or a times table, except it's just in a different part of your brain. So it's repeated exposure, not to a fact, but to a drug. And you can build an addiction circuit. Addiction is a disease. It can happen to every one of us. And just like teenagers are better learners, they're unfortunately better addictors. They can get addicted harder, longer, stronger, faster, just like they can learn harder, longer, stronger, faster. So I would tell them that. And we talk about like people that started to smoke when they were teenagers, for instance, got addicted to nicotine, have a really hard time backing off, as adults. Whereas if you acquire an addiction in adulthood, it's easier to undo it. So there's a lot of things like that to tell them. They want knowledge. They love novelty. They're trying to figure out who they are. They're at a painful point in their lives where they want to know why they did that stupid thing the night before and not own it. And what a relief to them to know that that dumb thing they did at that party last Saturday night doesn't need to define them. It was simply their frontal lobe not on.